Today, Robert, also known as Bobby Davis, and Mike Lang have filed a defamation lawsuit against Syracuse basketball coach James Boeheim and Syracuse University in the Supreme Court in the state of New York, County of New York. From the time that Bobby Davis was 11 years old and continuing for almost 2 decades, Bobby Davis alleges in his lawsuit that he was regularly sexually abused by Bernie Fine, a senior member of the coaching staff of the Syracuse University men's basketball team. Mike Lang also alleges in his lawsuit that Fine repeatedly sexually abused him after Fine met him when Lang began delivering newspapers to Fine's home. Boeheim's statements unequivocally conveyed that Davis and Lang were falsely accusing Fine of sexually molesting minors. A false accusation, particularly when reported to the police and to the school itself, would be a crime in New York. Although Boeheim eventually acknowledged that he, quote, misspoke, end quote, those words came too little, too late.
It really hurt me to learn that Coach Jim Boeheim accused me of lying. For a long time, this was my worst fear, that if I did speak up against this person, that no one would ever believe me because of who Bernie was and how he was perceived in the public as a great person who did so much for kids. Then I thought about other victims who might be willing to come forward, but who would see or hear Coach Boeheim's comments calling me a liar. I worried that they would never be willing to speak up because Coach Boeheim is a person who many kids and people in this community admire. Because of what he said, I was afraid to go out in the public for fear of being labeled a liar who caused the university problems. I want to help children. I want to help children who have the courage to tell adults, their family, their teachers, their coaches, and the police if they are sexually abused. I am filing this lawsuit because I don't want them to be afraid. The coach has seriously hurt my reputation, but I want people to know the truth.
Coming forward was one of the hardest things I've had to do in my life, and I hope by doing this I can help other victims have the courage to also come forward, not just in this case, but in any case in which they have been abused.